Hello, FBLA judges for 2026. I appreciate you so much for volunteering your time to judge for us this year. So our DLC is at SEMO. The event will mostly be at the University Center. Your events will on that Monday. Yes, the week after a potential blizzard. So that's exciting. This is your judge orientation. I'm going to try to make it really short, but I want to make sure that you're aware of all of the things that go for the day. So you have this slideshow. This video is on the second slide of the slideshow, which is not going to show up here because I'm not done recording it yet. But you are going to RSVP after you watch this slideshow video to let us know that you've watched it and let us know if you have any questions. But quickly, just going to go through a few notes. Your assignments are listed up here by your last name if you go to this document, and by the event if you go here. You're going to want to go to your last name because that's the easiest way to see like all three of your events if you're in 3 events. And then if you want to know what time it ends, go to the event document and it'll tell you what time those events end. Okay? If you are going to be driving in and you're not a SEMO faculty or staff, the parking pass link is also down here for you to open up and print and keep on your dashboard. Obviously, my school internet is being slow, but there it is. So you will print that out to bring. Okay? Please do arrive at least 10 minutes prior to start time. When you pull up the document with your last name, there is a column on there that has your arrival time. If you will just be sure you're checking in at that time, that's when they will expect for you to be checking in. You will pick up a packet and they'll give you your folder at that time. Then, of course, don't forget that you do need a device in order to score. We use electronic score sheets, so you will be doing that on a laptop or a Chromebook. Please bring one. If you need to use your phone, I'm told it's real hard to do. And so I would recommend if you've got a device that you bring it. There's a link here to the Wi-Fi help to get connected to SEMO's Wi-Fi, or get here a little early so we can help you with that. And then, I mean, you don't have to dress up, but try to dress nicely because the students are required to be in business dress. And feel free to tout your logo for where you work. We recommend, like, even if it's not a suit and tie, if you have a polo shirt that has your business name on it, that's fine too. But just dress nicely since the kids are dressed up. Again, don't forget that parking pass. We cannot begin an event until all 3 judges are checked in for that event. So please do be respectful of your other judges' time and get there on time. We do have a big ballroom in most of our events. There's a few that aren't, but most of our events are in there and they're piped and draped between each other. I know some of you didn't love it last year, but that's how it's done at state, so we mimic it at districts. So that means you're going to have a table, you're going to have you judges, there's going to be a timekeeper, unless you're in an early bird event, and those are judges that have judged for me a lot of times. I may have you do the time there. But there'll be somebody running your event, and then it'll be judges on the inside of there and the timekeeper, and then the student will come in. They'll have a laptop or some sort of device to present if it's an event that allows that. Otherwise, they'll have like note cards and they'll be making their presentation to you. So read over the guidelines for the events I've assigned you to. The link is on here and that will take you to that, and you can go click on the name of your event. Now those are nationals guidelines, but if you look at the finals, that's how it works, and you'll see the scoring rubrics. In that judging room where you check in, we have usually like donuts, pastries in the morning, coffee, stuff like that, and then like Chick-fil-A, stuff like that for lunch too. So feel free to stay as long as you want when you're done, or come earlier just to socialize with the other business folks in the room. So we do appreciate you. There's different types of events. So either you're doing a performance event where they've already taken a test. They come in and 20 minutes before the event, they get a prompt. They get time to sit there and prep, and then they come in and present to you. That's scary. Some of them are performance only events. So they already got their prompt ahead of time, or they had guidelines to meet, and then they're just presenting it to you. That's their work that they've done ahead of time. Those are the ones that would have things like slides to show you or something like that. Okay, there's a list of all the events. You can pause it if you want to look at them. Some of them are role play-ish. So it's a case study where it says like, you are this and the judge is this. So in that case, it should be a role play. And if you're running one of those, talk to your fellow judges and maybe have a plan before the kid walks in at the beginning, because you'll get there a few minutes before them, as to how you're going to do that role play, so that it's not super awkward when the kids walk in, because they come in and don't know what to do. So you can let them know, hey, we'll be your judges, but we're also your customers in your role play. So feel free to talk to us like your customers. If you can give them that note, it will put them at ease a little bit. So again, look at your rating sheet. Here's a link to the guidelines. If you want to kind of make notes so you know what they're supposed to be doing. And then here's the list. And I am not going to go through all of this because you have these slides. But read through the slides so you know. Comments are key. Our students need your feedback because the top 2 move on to the state to represent our district, and they get to improve it before then. So the more comments you give, the better. But they are digital. You have to type them on your score sheet. So you can be typing comments if you're on a device while they're going, and then later go in and edit that down if you want to. And then when they're done, you'll go through and you will mark their scores. It'll automatically tally it up for you, so you don't have to do any math at all. Do not consult with your other judges, so you shouldn't be talking to each other to make those decisions. And then stay in the room until all of your things say 100%, and the administrator has checked in with Ms. Kramer to ensure we don't have a tie. We have to make sure there are no ties and that everything is signed properly. Okay, so that's what that's about. You'll have a room administrator who will be there. Again, not going through these, but for those of you who haven't judged for us online, this is what it looks like. You go to Blue Panda, you'll have a judge code that we'll provide for you that day, and you'll put everything in. And so hang on to this slideshow so you can bring this back up when you get in. So when you arrive that day, if you come a little early, you can get your computer or your laptop connected to the Wi-Fi. You can get in and see your Blue Panda, how it's all set up. You can look through and see those entries, okay? We so appreciate your help for this. It is beyond helpful, I'm just telling you. Okay, anyway, so there's a rating sheet overview. Again, we'll break ties where we need to, and then put that final score in after all of them. If there's a really good one and you want to come back and rate that one higher, you can always go back and reopen a sheet. The students should be in dress code. That's checked by the administrator, so that shouldn't be anything that you have to deal with either. Okay, my name is Tanya, and Rana's my co-advisor, so we will be there running the event that day, and we'll be there to help you out. So please, please, please check and see your events. Make sure those times work. If they do not, let me know. Send me an email and let me know. You can text me and let me know if there's issues coming into that week. If you have colleagues who might be able to help out, we do still need some judges for a few of those spots. So when you go back here to the judge by event, if you pull this document up, you'll see some yellow spots and when those events are and what those events are. So if you happen to know somebody who might be available for a short bit, like I have some digital video and it's just from like 8 to 9, I could still use 2 people for that. It's just 3 entries, so it won't take very long. I just have 2 entries for one of those other ones that's early as well. So I have several of these early ones that I hate to ask somebody to come all day. So if you can come before you go to work, or you have a friend at work who maybe could come before they go to work that could help us out, let me know so I can fill in some of these last final gaps. Most all of these gaps are early. I have one that's from, I think, 11 to 12:40 or something like that. So if you have a colleague that can help me out, let me know that as well. So again, we thank you so very much for your help. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Like I said, come early and hang out. Enjoy the refreshments if you wish. Network with some colleagues or whatever while you're there. But first and foremost, understand that our students can't have this event without your help. So we do appreciate so much your willingness to give up part of your workday to help us out. We really hope we don't go to the snow day. I'll be in touch with you. If more than 2 schools are out in our district of schools, then generally speaking, we're required to reschedule. Our list of schools is here on this slide as well. So that'll kind of give you a heads up if on Sunday they're saying that. We would know that we might have to cancel. But I will definitely reach out by email. You can also text me if you're unsure or need to know. All right. Thank you so much, friends. Have a great one.